Hamster ilikuwa ituingishe Rema VVIP, lakini si mnajua ile kitu ilifanyika kaliuma nje. Tukaambia boss yetu bana, hatuwezi afford hii kitu na all work without play makes Jack a dull boy. Bana tuliambia tutafute 500 tukuje Swahilipot tuone rehema. Is that fair? Ati ama turuke gate. And that's not all. Alituambia hata kuingia National Park ni free, tunaweza enda tuone those swimming lions. And with that banger, amejileta yeye mwenyewe. I'll be your host, Dorcas Swahilipot.
And me, Baridi Shadidi. Ni mimi kijana Mariamu na Rashidi. Wananita B-A-B-A-Z-O. Ra, yani Baba Zora, a.k.a. Baba Z, Baba Gen Z. Hiyo imeuma nje. Lakini niko na mpya wazee. Najulikana kama Smoke Bender.
I refuse that one.
Why?
I refuse it.
It's mine.
Nilikuambia ukikujanga na new talents. Kama za kuimba. Okay. Heri nisikie maji ugali kichemka walai. Walai tena.
Si hata at least unipeange chance unanivet kwanza.
Hi.
Okay. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, kama kawaida huwa tuko na guest kwa set yetu ambaye anakuja kutuambia mambo mawili matatu kuhusiana na Swahilipot Hub. Na ukituona wana hotpot tumedonjo, unajua mambo yako right. Leo tuko na Zuchu. Lakini sio Zuchu unayemjua wewe, ni Zuchu mwingine hapa poti. Anajulikana kama Zu. Vipi?
Salama.
Mambo freshi?
Mambo freshi.
Freshi barida?
Barida.
English or Spanish?
Spanish, please.
Spanish. Okay. Prospero añoy felicidad.
Risotto. Unajua lasagna? Lasagna boss yangu.
Nawaambia leo light hatujawasha. Abbas amezima lights kwa sababu kama mtuoni by the way, focus tu na guest.
Bana hata before show ianze tulikuwa tushaitwa Oreo. Jamani.
Tumeambiwa vitu vingi. Tumetraumatiziwa hata tujui tufanye aje.
Bana every day we are being trolled. Leta mna tutroll na boss yetu bana.
Anyway, wacha tujue tuko na nani ndani ya studio. What you do, where you come from and your role here at the pot.
Thank you very much. Yes. Mimi naitwa Zuhra Shariff. Sina introduction kama Malenga.
Okay.
But I am not Zuchu. I am Zuhra Shariff. I am not Zuhura. I am Zuhra Shariff.
Oh.
And I work at Swahilipot Hub Foundation as the head of admin and human resource.
All right. Una represent mtaa gani? Zuhra Shariff mwenye si Zuchu.
Mimi natoka Mvita.
Oh, okay. Kule kwa Vita, huko mna Vita.
Kwa Vita kabisa.
Can you throw a punch?
Yes, I can. Labda tujaribu.
Ngoja, jaribu na Doki. She can take it.
Bana kila siku tuna ni volunteer vitu mbaya. Hakuna hata siku yenye kuna kamilioni kanatolewa ka 100.
Kwa mimi ya mtu wangu.
Eloi hata 100 sina bosi yangu. Tuanzia hapo.
Unadaisha mafe mushkila.
Hiyo ni yako na Mungu wako peke yako.
Si ya Mungu wangu, hiyo ni
Steve anaenda Dubai. Je wewe? Omba tiketi yako sahi.
I do buy things here and there. Anyway, Zuchu. You said you're not Zuchu, you're Zuhra Shariff.
Yes.
So tukuaddress hivyo.
Yes, please.
Hapa hotpot wewe umesema ni not hotpot, hapa pot umesema ni HR, yeah? HR una deal na nini labda kwa mtu mwenye yako huko nje hajui mambo na human resource and stuff like that?
So basically my mandate is to deal with the employees of Swahilipot. Making sure that their well-being is good, that their rights are met. If they need any assistance, I am there.
Okay.
In simple terms. Anything to do with the employee.
Oh, so you're the one who decides Doki should be paid and I should not.
Yes.
My goodness.
Na sasa hivi ni end month, so right now I'm doing kind of appraisals.
Okay.
Ukiona hujapata salary uelewe.
Let me do my best behavior basi.
Ni ile unakumbuka venye ulikuwa unaambiwa you're being called to the principal's office, unasikia rashes. This is the modern day principal. Ukisikianga unaitwa na Zuhra. Oh my God.
Hata msiogope.
Huyu ndio alisema tukwe tunavaa kama watu wa online business.
Haya.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sijui kama
unaona venye umevaa shati leo?
Hizo
siku zingine ufangi hivyo?
Ni tai nimekosa. By the way mabeshti wangu, mbona hamna matai? Naomba tai, hamna tai. Jamaa, what's wrong? Anyway.
So we must ask, how does SPH support hiring and supporting talents, the young people, and then actually including them in spaces like this?
Yes.
Okay, so at Swahilipot it's a bit different. Normally, if you can attest, everyone has begun as a volunteer. Majority of our people started off as volunteering, including myself. Yeah. So this is a community space for young people. We have so many young people, and as you know, unemployment rates are quite high. So we cannot employ everyone. So the trick is, and I normally tell young people, start off with volunteering. Once you volunteer and you show your capability and abilities, that's when you're absorbed when there's a vacancy. So that's what we do at Swahilipot. People come in, they volunteer at the time. I think that's what you two did. We spotted your talent. There was a vacancy, there was an idea that young people brought on, and there, an opportunity comes about.
All right. And maybe nini unaweza sema labda inaweza disqualify mtu from being employed at Swahilipot? Anaweza labda a volunteer but amekaa for long, hajaingia labda kwa payroll ama hajakuwa. What would disqualify you from?
Discipline. Yeah, discipline is the number one thing I normally look at. So unaweza kuwa uko hapa Swahilipot daily, but productivity yako, you're just sitting, you're not doing anything, you're not helping people, you don't have that urgency of wanting to help. We kazi yako ukai kwenye kona and you're connected to the Wi-Fi. Another thing is mnasumbwana na watu, you're not able to work with people. You're just a one-man show, is that what they call? You just like working alone. You insult people, you make people feel uncomfortable. This place, we take it very seriously when it comes to being a safe space. So if you're going to snatch somebody's safe space or that environment, then I don't think any opportunity will come your way.
No vibe killers up in here.
No vibe killers.
Okay.
So with that, how do you promote an environment that has both innovation and creativity, considering si kila mtu anakuanga hivyo, kuna kuanga na joyriders. In a group of like 10, there'll always be that one person who comes up with an idea and then awa wako back. And then considering kuna watu pia wanaibanga. Tuseme tu kweli, wanaibanga. Leo amesikia maika idea and then anakuja kuisema ni kama ni yake. So how do you actually even relate with such people, and how do you handle such cases?
Okay. So one thing I normally tell, and also our boss is very particular in this. We can be in a room, and if you choose to be quiet and not air of your voice in anything, maybe a comment or maybe an idea, then nobody's ever gonna notice you. Dorcas, the first time I noticed you was because you grabbed that opportunity. We were in a room and she was just talking and sharing her ideas.
She's a hot grabber.
She's a yapper, yes, and that's the name. And she told us, she's like, I'm a yapper. So you really need to be confident in what you do and what you stand for. And if you're able to show that, then I am very sure that somebody is able to pick that. Like, ukika kimya tu, we will not know what you do. And people will never, they will normally snatch that light from you.
True.
Yeah, so you need to be confident in what you do.
Yeah, there's a time kuna rafiki yangu alikuwa ananionyesha picha and it was him, me, you and Amal. Yeah.
Okay.
And by the way, when they were texting us kuhusu hii interview. So like I went back to that picture. Like amenionyesha like 3 hours ago. Then producer aniambia, so your guest will be Zuhra, Amal. So, would you say you go to the ground to scout? Do you time nakumbuka tulikuwa in a different place?
Okay.
So, do you go to the ground to source for these people? Ama do you wait them? Do you wait for them here at the hub? Ama how do you go about it?
So there's 2 ways. I love being in the community, so I do love being in these spaces. And I don't know if you're talking about what was that space called?
King TV.
Oh, King TV.
Yes.
Okay, yes, I do remember. And there's also another space called Jukwaa Arts, I believe. Yeah, so it's a space I normally love going to, just seeing the talent there. And you're able to scout for talent in those spaces. But the beauty of Swahilipot, we attract a lot of talent. So we're not doing, mostly I just have to be honest, I could be sitting and talent is like oozing out of people here. So that is the blessing that I've got. Normally the young people are attracted to this place. So you're able, and when we are looking for somebody, we always start at home. So tukipata ndani ya nyumba yetu mtu from Swahilipot, then we start with that. Of course, if we need somebody extra, we do go to the grassroots.
Nice.
Yeah.
On that note, I would like to know, how have you evolved strategies in the job market in the modern era, considering watu most siku hizi, they actually work from home. Do you allow that? And can I?
Unataka tukue tukihost mimi niko hapo kwa home.
Mtu
Uko nyumbani
ukiongelelea,
na
hapana.
internet ina
Yeah,
scratch.
lakini mimi nimeomba wa kwanza.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
yake
we
ni
can
baadaye.
consider that.
Yeah.
We can consider that. We do allow flexi working. Like you said, it's we're in the modern age right now. So flexi working is very prominent, and that's what we do also at Swahilipot. It does depend with the nature of your work. I don't think we can host the hot pot show at home. Yeah, but we have people who are normally also working from home, but we do encourage people to come to work because this is where the community is. You're serving the community, be with the community. Ukikaa nyumbani, you don't feel it. You really don't feel it. So we are not very, very strict with 8 to 5 kind of setup. As long as you come in, do your job, if it's 2 hours, 3 hours, you're free to go and hustle somewhere else.
Okay.
My
Yeah.
goodness. Kitambo tulikuwa tunaambiwa kizungu ya HR. Leo tumewitness.
Sijui tumtwange na Kiswahili kidogo tumtese.
Yeah, tumtese kidogo.
Sasa hivi
Tuanzie hapo. Chai tena.
Nimesahau.
Ameisahau. I know.
Na ndio maana mtu ambiangi huyu jokes. Ni chai tena leta coke.
Leta coke. I mean,
Even I remember that.
ni sawa.
Nimekusomea hiyo.
Hiyo
Chai
nimeandika kwa Appraisal.
Yeah.
Nimeandika, yeah.
Unaona tunafutishwa kazi hapa. Wananipoteza kisiasa. Anyway, Zuchu, tumekuwa na kina Wilson hapa, kina Mina, all these people, they've come here. And I keep hearing words like volunteering, kujitolea, if you're not ready to serve, nini. So there are people who do things for money, for the gain.
Yeah.
And there are people who genuinely want to help, they want to do something.
Yeah.
So na unapata ukidistribute zile resources, kuna mtu anajituma sana na maybe anapata compensation kidogo.
Kipato.
Kipato.
Swahili.
Alafu kuna mwingine unaona kumbe yako vizuri pande zote, na kuna mwingine labda unaweza pata ako idol, afanyi match na anapata kipato cha juu. So how does your department make sure ikitu haijafanyika? Yeah.
Okay, so it also depends with the position.
Okay.
When you're hired, you need to look at the qualifications of somebody. And tuseme tumepata mtu amesomea degree, PhD, and let's say they're in the project management sector. They've been employed in that. So there are ways of deciding the salary, of course, depending with the job itself, the nature of the job, the job description, and also the hours that somebody puts in. Okay. Your question is, maybe we're having 2 people in the same level, and then one is overworking, and the other one, amelala too, and then that one is getting paid higher. First of all, if you're in the same position, most of the times, of course, you would be paying around the same amount. And then how we check that is appraisals, like I said. So we normally have appraisals. It depends with the organization. Is it quarterly? Is it monthly? It really depends with the organization setup. So you take somebody through a self-assessment. I give you a self-assessment form. Unajijazia, I feel mimi time management 5 out of 5. I feel commitment yangu 5 out of 5. Hizo zote unajirate, and then you sit with your supervisor and they rate you. Okay. Unasema unaingia hapa kila siku at 7 a.m. but leo mimi I was here at 6:45 and somebody got here at 7 a.m. Yeah, so I will tell you that is false. I give you a score. So it's all about fairness, transparency. We do that process together. So usione nimekurate vibaya. There's also a 360 way of doing an appraisal where not only your supervisor is appraising you, but also the peers that you work with. So mimi naeza kuwa na beef na Doki. I'm like, this woman ni mrembo. Maybe I just don't feel her. I'm just going to rate her wrong. But then her peers, ukiangalia form yao, anawajazia, like they give her 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10. So obviously, hapo, there is a
conflict of interest.
Exactly, there is conflict there. So that is what we try to do at Swahilipot. Not only you appraise, and that's why randomly I would go to people and ask, what do you feel of Babazi? What is he doing? What do you see that he's doing? What can he improve? And it's somebody, when somebody gives you feedback, do not take it negatively.
Yeah.
You just take it positively and you work on yourself. And that's what we try to do here at Swahilipot.
Nice, beautiful.
Yeah.
So on that note,
Yeah.
I must ask, at the workplace kuna kwanga na challenges mingi.
Yeah.
Like pia nje, outside the workplace, tumekuwa tukiona watu anasoma a whole degree in IT, anarudi kijijini, watu wanamuita fundi.
Yeah.
You know, unasoma unakuwa engineer, bana wewe ni fundi wa magari. Which is something that's really really unfair. And this challenge ni kitu imeishi kukua na itaishi kukua. So how do you manage youth expectations considering the education system does not match the market realities? And so we identify that Swahilipot usually teaches people skills zenye ziko relevant in the job market right now. But the reality is naweza kuwa nimesoma a skill yenye na expect 150k but nikitoka nje ama nikuwe connected to someone, reality is napata 15k. So how do you manage these youth expectations?
That's a very, very good question, because like you said, what you study in school is very different on ground, and I can attest to that. And of course your expectations, ukika, everyone wants that white collar jobs basically. So you're studying to be a doctor, you know that by the end of this I am going to get 200k, 150k hivo. Ukisach, that is the range people are getting, But then you always need to remember the country that you are in. The job that you're looking for is ndo hivo. Sa hivi kila mtu ukimwambia the economy here, it's quite difficult. The unemployment rate is quite high. So kama wewe doki umesoma and you're expecting 150k, na mtu kama baby Z
akaachwa amevunjwa vunjwa.
So sorry. Mtu kama Baba Z studied the same thing as you. Alafu he is accepting 20k because that is what I can offer. Then obviously I am going to take him. So yes, I do understand that we do have high expectations, but it's very important to be real. Live in the reality. This is the situation in our country. I am not saying undervalue yourself. Never undervalue yourself. You can always value yourself, but also angalia, if I am to give up this, labda nishikilie as I look for another. Kuna ile attitude, a young person, you've given them that opportunity, and they say, ay, unanilipa 20k. Sitaki. 6 months down the line, the guy is just sitting there having no employment. So be smart when you're making such decisions. I do understand we put a lot of work in education and we're expecting a lot, but let's be real. What is being offered? What is available? Kama vipi, work hard to go abroad and get that 150k.
Nice. Well, kama vipi alivyosema, Swahilipot tu kuna mambo mengi wa yanafanyika, a lot of events. Kwanza towards the end of the year, sijui kuna PIW, kuna mambo mengi tu. And you have hiyo kwa department yako, naamini hauko peke yako.
Of course.
So you work with different departments. Maybe unaweza tuelezea ni kina nani, how you work directly with. In case tukuje tupate Zuchu leo hayuko. Tutafanyaje jamani?
My HR department, I work with a lot of people. The one person that really support, because I'm working with employees, so it's everyone that I'm working with. But when you mean direct decision making, it's normally our chief operation officer who supports me a lot, Mr. Atrash, and also Mahmoud Noor, who is our executive director. And another person that really supports me in the sides of contracts is our legal, Asia. So those are the people when it comes to HR. In admin, I have a group of young, vibrant people that support me. Wako wengi. Once you come to the reception, there is Biduma, there is Rahma. Then once you come in, you will see Musa, you will see Tito, you'll see Dansho, you'll see Maureen, you'll see Mama Naweza. Yes. So we are a lot of, I hope I have not forgotten anyone. And if I did, and then I have my number one volunteer, Naweza. Yes.
Naweza natupatianga joy.
And on that note, I've had a team yenye ikona a lot of diversity. So how were you able to actually include everyone in this workforce? And what was your criteria? Juu ikona balance vizuri. Unaona hata sasa hivi na Twitter Oreo, tunacheza na black and yellow hapa. How were you actually able to manage all this so that anybody else who's watching you, maybe from another HR department,
Yeah.
waweze kubenchmark na
Take
wewe.
notes.
Oh, okay. So, Swahilipot is very different from other organizations, I can say. It's very, very vibrant, very, very diverse. We have people from different backgrounds, education levels, tribes, all that, age groups. So it's very, very diverse. What you just need to do is listen. It's very simple. Just listen to each one of them, hear where their strengths are, where their weaknesses are, match people, see this person works best here, this person works best here, this person works best with this person, and that's how you just have to go. You just have to maneuver through it. And it's all about listening, and everyone's opinion is valid. See, the person who has a degree, ndo unamsikiza, alafu the one who dropped out from 2, or humskilizi. No, everyone has an equal distribution to this organization, from keeping the space clean, from making tea for us, from our producers, from our photographers, and from the ones who are writing our proposals for us to get money from the donors. So kila mtu anacheza role yake.
Okay. Speaking of kucheza role yake, tukimalizia, let's get up close and personal kidogo tu.
Okay.
Wewe kama Zuchu, apart from being HR hapa, Swahilipot and all that. Wewe kama wewe, do you have anything else unafanya wewe kama wewe tu?
Kama mimi, I am a full-time daughter.
Daughter? Oh.
I am a full-time daughter.
Okay.
Yeah. So personally, actually, the extra things that I like doing is, as I said, visiting communities. Apart from being in Swahilipot, I would normally take some time to go visit other communities, other youth spaces, just learn what they're doing, mingle with other young people, other professionals as well. That's what I enjoy doing. Yeah. And just quality.
Unapenda kutembeleana.
Napenda kutembeleana.
So leo nickname yako ni Mutembei.
Unajua Mutembei ina rhyme na nini? Lakini hatapenda hii. Johnny Walker.
Anyway, as Doki is jolly walking up in this set, tunataka tusonge mbele. This was Zuhra Shariff. Tunajaribu tu kuwajulisha ni kina nani unaweza kupata hapa Swahilipot. Bado season 2, bado. So tegea all of you 1.13k of you tuna appreciate sana. Maybe Zuchu tuambie unapatikana wapi online ndio tufunge.
I am very, very old school.
Facebook.
Hata hiyo Facebook siko. Hata siko. Mimi napatikana Swahilipot. Let's just here.
Nivo tu.
Hata ukinitafuta kwenye socials, you will find me, but I will not add you back because I do not go on my socials.
Now you know.
And the fact that you asked that, hata sikumbuki Instagram yangu ni nini.
My God.
Yeah, I had to be honest. So you'll find me at Swahilipot.
Unaweza tupea email pia. Email ni sawa.
Unakosa yahoo.com.
Okay, niwape email.
Yeah, email is good.
Okay,
in case they want to reach you,
in case you want to reach me, if you do not find me at Swahilipot, you can find me on my email. This is so old. At Zuhra, Zuhra at swahilipothub.co.ke.
All right. I think Doki tumekafunga hiyo design.
Manze, without further ado, we must end this part of this segment. It's been lovely, it's been good, and it's always an honor to be the Oreo on the set. Till next time, same place. Goodbye. It's been Darkest Uyera.
And me, Babazo Ra.
Thank you.